Welcome to the Family Corner. My name is Ben, and I'm a student orientation coordinator with the orientation program here at BSU.
And my name is Mia, and I'm an orientation leader. Family Corner is a series that features staff from various departments who are excited to share their expertise and the resources available to support your student. The hope is that this series will provide you with new insights and information so that you are better informed as you support your student transition to college.
In today's episode, we are discussing the first-generation college experience, and we are joined by Elizabeth Ching-Bush, the Assistant Dean of Students. Welcome, Elizabeth. We are happy to have you here with us today. Share with us more about your role at BSU.
Sure. As Assistant Dean of Students, I work with students in many different capacities. I supervise the Residence of Life Housing Office as well as the Off-Campus Student Commuter Services Office. I also chair the care team here on campus, so pretty much everything that I do have to do with students every single day.
Awesome. How do you support first-generation students here at BSU?
Well, given my role, I get the great opportunity to decide how I can manipulate some of my roles here and there, and one of my biggest interests is first-generation students. Their experiences here on campus, how they acclimate, and how well they can move through this college experiences as much as possible with the rest of their peers.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand that you are a first-generation student. Can you tell us a little bit about how that's affected your experience here?
Absolutely. Actually, being a first-generation student and as being one of my identities is something that actually helped me want to pursue a field in higher education. So looking at the experiences that I had, I started at a community college and transitioned to a 4-year private school. Going through both of those efforts were really difficult as a first gen. My parents were trying to really hard be supportive as much as they can, but they worked full time. They weren't really sure how to navigate some of these processes. So having to walk through the application process and financial aid process and all of the ideas of what's my major, how do I get involved? I happen to be a college athlete as well, so I had some of that resource built in for me. But at the same time, there was a lot to navigate that I had no idea what I was doing during that time. And my parents really wasn't sure how to do some of those things to help support me the best way possible. But getting involved and learning about myself, becoming an RA in the future. So I was the resource for other resources out there. So that really helped me understand what I missed and what I can do better moving forward. But I think that's one of the reasons why I was so heavily wanting to be involved in first generation support here at BSU is because I remember those difficulties and I want to make sure we can help support families and students navigate this process together.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And what would you say parents can do to best support their student during this process as a first gen yourself?
Absolutely. So parents and families members, guardians can really help support our first generation students by staying informed through the BSU Family Hub. It's a great resource for families and guardians and parents to go ahead and understand what's happening across campus, see different ways that they can get involved in the campus community, such as homecoming and other events, that they can come to campus and experience what college life is, so they can continue to help encourage their student to stay involved, stay engaged, and understand where their resources are on campus as well. I would also say that one of the best things is to stay involved as much as possible. We always have opportunities for folks to come to campus to learn more about college in general as well, and we hope to do some more of those types of platforms for first-gen families as well, to keep them involved, be able to answer any questions they may have throughout their student's college career, and soon enough they'll be watching their student walk across that commencement stage, so that'll be great opportunities for folks to stay connected.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you.
And how do you utilize your experience with bringing positive experience for first generation students to BSU?
Well, I think one of the things that we really look at is to say, who are our students? Generally and figuratively, like what are they where are they coming from, what are their needs, and what do first generation students actually need here on campus in order to make sure that they are getting the resources that they need, getting the support that they need in order to make sure that they understand what college is about and how to utilize all of the rich experiences that are here on campus.
Yeah, definitely. How is the first generation experience for students different than, say, somebody who had family members or direct siblings go to college?
Well, I think one of the things that is different now, first of all, every first gen is different. So all of their experiences, what they bring to the table are very different. Culturally, they're really rich. They have many different opportunities that they don't even realize they have at their disposal. And I think some of the difficulties that happen is that because they've never seen it, heard it, experienced it, understood what college is really about because they haven't heard it from someone else prior to them trying to go through it, it makes it really hard to navigate some of the ins and outs of application process, how parents and families can support them more, financially, also just how do I do this next step, whatever that next step is. And because those are nuances that they've never seen or heard about before, it's really helpful that they get that sense of being able to say, here's some things to think about, here's some things to consider, here's your next steps in how to go through this college life.
Yeah. And what would you say are some of the opportunities for the first generation students here at BSU?
Well, I would say that we have great resources here on campus that every student gets the opportunity to have. What we're trying to build now is a very specified experience for first gens in reaching out to them more directly and saying, here's this program that's happening about financial aid. Here's this opportunity where parents and families can get together to talk more about how to be a resource to their student here on campus. We are also starting a mentorship program in this upcoming year, so looking to see if folks would like to mentor their peers and also get more realization as to who are actually the first gen folks here on campus. So we have faculty, we have staff, we have many other community members that are here on campus that can help navigate this process with these first gen students. So we're working on building that cohort now.
Yeah, it's amazing. Would you mind talking about if you had any advice for first generation students looking to get more involved on campus with clubs, organizations, programs, stuff like that?
Absolutely. Try it. I think just like any other student, especially a first year student coming in or a student transitioning from a community college, I think one of the best things that you can do is to put yourself out there, just dabble. Get your feet wet in the water, whatever else you can come up with. But I think it's the idea of if it's a possible interest, if it's something that, might help not just move forward in the career of choice, but also your particular interest, something that you have fun with and enjoy so that you can get more involved in campus. We have, if they're an on-campus person, we have RAs that can help navigate them through some of that process. If they're a community student, we have community ambassadors that can reach out to them and help them through these pieces, and they'll be connecting students as much as possible, reaching out. The biggest thing, read your email. Yeah. Read that email, look at what's out there. There's postings everywhere across campus. There's opportunities. Parents and family can use our websites to help out and kind of say, hey, I know you like piano. Here you go. Something's going on with pianos here on campus. If you didn't see it, I'm sending it to you just in case. So just help get them remembering that school is not just about the academic side of the house, that those rich experiences really help build this experience for these students. And because they've never heard about it, some of them have never heard of it in the same way. You can only work off of what you see on TV, and it's not always that way. So let's try to dabble a little bit more.
Yeah. We just wanted to say thank you for your perspective on the first generation experience. Yeah. We know that the transition from high school to college is really hard, especially for first gen, and I'm sure it will help other first generation students.
Absolutely.
As students here, we know it can feel incredibly overwhelming starting this new journey.
Here at BSU, there is always a partner on campus to help navigate students to the resources they need here to succeed. If you're not sure where to start, you can always reach out via email at family@bridgew.edu, and someone will help you get the assistance that you need. Thank you for viewing today's episode of The Family Corner, focused on the first generation students. Be sure to catch our other episodes as well as visiting BSU Family Hub. website where we talk with other campus partners about the student experience here, just like today. We look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.